What is up, fight fans? Welcome back to the MMA Zone, your go-to source for the latest MMA, UFC, and boxing news. Today, we've got a huge update on Tom Aspinall, health, along with all the latest UFC news, wild fighter drama, and some shocking announcements you won't want to miss. Before we dive in, make sure to smash that like button to support the channel, and subscribe with notifications turned on so you never miss a single update. Alright, let us jump right in. Tom Aspinall health update. Over the past few months, we've been closely following the situation surrounding Tom Aspinall, and things are starting to heat up. If you've been following our coverage, you know that Aspinall suffered a highly publicized eye poke injury, and his return to the octagon has been uncertain. The last major update we had was that he was scheduled for another surgery in mid-January. During UFC 324 Fight Week, he was very active, collaborating with Paddy Pimblett on a series of social media content, giving fans hope for a comeback. But since then, there's been radio silence, until now. Yesterday, Optri Healthcare posted a major update online. According to them, they've been working closely with Aspinall over the past several months to get his vision back to full fighting fitness. They revealed that he has now successfully completed operations in both eyes. Altegra's expert team is proud to have supported MMA fighter and UFC heavyweight champion Tom Aspinall. Over recent months, we've worked closely with him on his recovery. Following operations on both eyes, we continue the journey to get Tom's vision back to fighting fitness, the post stated. Fans in the MMA community had mixed reactions to this announcement. Some were supportive. I owe that man an apology. Does matter if he's milking it or not. He still has the belt. Others were skeptical. Imagine how dumb you have to be to think this is just a troll job. Lol, eye injections? A guy gets punched in the face for a living. Regardless of the chatter, one thing is clear, Tom Aspinall is on the mend. Right now, there is no official timeline for his return to the octagon. He did post an Instagram story showing his eyes just one day after surgery, and fans are closely monitoring his recovery. The big question remains, when will Aspinall step back into the cage? Jon Jones and Daniel Cormier controversy. In other news, the MMA world is buzzing over comments from Daniel Cormier regarding Jon Jones' health issues. Jones has been dealing with severe hip arthritis, serious enough to qualify for a hip replacement. But now, DC believes that Jones intentionally leaked this information. Cormier explained that it is almost impossible not to notice when metaglasses are recording due to the visible flash. He suspects that Jones knew exactly what he was doing. I think Jon Jones wanted people to know he's injured, and I think that is exactly how he intended it, said Cormier. This revelation has sparked debate online. Was it a strategic leak or just unfortunate timing? Fans are weighing in, and we want to hear from you in the comments. UFC updates, Paramount, CBS, and White House card. Shifting gears to UFC news, Paramount and CBS made a major announcement regarding UFC 326. Part of the main card will air on CBS from 8 to 10 p.m., with the rest of the card available exclusively on Paramount+. Meanwhile, Dana White has been active with his live streams. Recently, he shut down rumors about a supposed leaked fight between Conor McGregor and Colby Covington. But more importantly, he confirmed that the matchmaking for the UFC White House card has officially started. Dana said, "We are now heading into matchmaking for the White House card. Starts right now." This has fans buzzing about potential matchups, especially as welterweights hint at starting camp for UFC 327. Could we be looking at a major Conor McGregor showdown? Conor McGregor training update. Speaking of McGregor, the Irishman has been keeping fans updated with intense training clips. In his latest video, he's been interacting with sparring partners in a unique, theatrical way, telling them he's under arrest and to stop resisting. While it may look odd, it is clear that McGregor is fully focused and motivated for his upcoming fights. Fans are dissecting every clip, trying to gauge his readiness for the White House card event. Khamzat and training highlights. On the training front, Khamzat Chimaev has been putting in work as well. Recently, he took down LFA fighter Ansar Khamzat in a sparring session, showing his elite wrestling skills and readiness to compete at the highest level. New UFC 3 Sports 7 fight announced. UFC 329 is shaping up to be an exciting event. Kevin Holland is set to face Randy Brown on April 11th. Holland is currently on a 2-fight losing streak with his last loss to Mike Mallet in October. Randy Brown, with a 14-7 UFC record, is coming off a loss to Gabriel Bonfim in November. This fight could have major implications for the welterweight division, and fans are already predicting fireworks. Arman Tsarukyan versus lightweight division. Arman Tsarukyan recently claimed that Islam Makhachev was the only real challenge at lightweight. In a video on Mighty Mouse, as YouTube channel, he stated, "As far as everyone in the lightweight division, nobody is a challenge. The only challenge in my eyes was Islam." Fans are calling out Arman's statement, pointing to past bouts like his loss to Mattel Gamro, which proved that he has faced serious competition. Nevertheless, Arman remains confident about his place in the division. Meanwhile, Demetrius Johnson weighed in, suggesting that Arman could potentially beat Ilia Topuria based on his skill set and athletic ability. Johnson argued that Arman has the tools to succeed against Topuria, though timing and UFC bookings could delay a matchup for months. Islam Makhachev fan interaction. Even top fighters get fan critiques, and Islam Makhachev recently had to respond to a fan who commented on his hair. Known for his focus in the gym, Islam's reaction shows his serious approach to preparation, even outside the octagon. Joaquin Buckley goes off on boxing. In a recent live stream on Aiden Ross' channel, Joaquin Buckley defended MMA against criticism from boxers like Terence Crawford and Shakur Stevenson. Buckley fired back at claims that boxing is superior, emphasizing that MMA is more unpredictable and entertaining. In the UFC, you don't know who's going to get it from wrestling. Submissions, knees, elbows, spinning kicks. We're way more exciting than boxing. Buckley's passionate defense has sparked debate online, with fans comparing boxing versus MMA shield sets. Mike Perry versus Eddie Alvarez altercation. Over the weekend, at BKFC's Knucklemania 6, Mike Perry and Eddie Alvarez got into a brawl in the crowd. Perry explained the incident on social media, revealing that it started when Alvarez's son's girlfriend accidentally bumped into him. Perry described a tense back and forth that escalated into a physical altercation, but insists that Alvarez was just protecting his family, not trying to provoke a fight. The situation highlights how volatile and unpredictable fight events can be, even outside the cage. Dana White removes fighters from UFC. Finally, the UFC continues to trim its roster. Since the Paramount deal, multiple fighters have been released, and now 2 more names are off the books. Jav Basharat and Alex Morono were both cut from the UFC. Basharat recently defeated Gianni Vasquez, yet his run came to an end. Morono, who lost to Daniel Danenko, requested one last fight, but apparently won. Get it? Morono reflected on his career. "The UFC has been my home for the last decade. Nowhere I'd rather fight. Nowhere I'd rather retire. I am confident and hopeful they'll give me one last dance." It's always tough to see veteran fighters exit the promotion, but this is part of the business side of MMA.